I first learned about Sunlight Home approximately 15 years ago. I was a mother raising 5 kids of my own, so a very busy life. And I was looking basically just to donate items, baby items, clothes. And I heard about this little house in Golden Gate, and I packed up my car and my kids and drove out here. And I was met with so much love, and it just radiated out of the house. I immediately, upon coming here, I knew I wanted to be a part of Sunlight Home. I didn't know what aspect that would look like being a young mom. And so I met the staff, I met the girls, I went on my way. And over the years, I just slowly emerged on how I would be involved. So as my kids were little, it looked like just donating items or maybe helping at a fundraising event by giving to Sunlight Home. And then as my kids got older, I would bring my family here, and we would pack envelopes for fundraising events. We would clean storage rooms. We kind of did whatever was needed of us. And I think for me, seeing that now my kids are older and they continue to come back and love this place as much as I did. So not only were we giving to the girls and to the home, but they were giving so much back to us that you never realize that you're getting. And I think another thing initially upon coming here was I thought it was just a shelter. I thought, oh, I'm dropping my items and it's just a place for these girls to lay their head at night. But it's really a home. It's a home where these girls change their lives and they're transformed in a way that they never knew was possible upon entering the Sunlight Home.
Very good. Talk a little bit about your role and your involvement with the ministry.
So now my involvement, I've been a board member for several years. And so we help, we get no government funding at Sunlight Home. We are run on private donations and grants and our fundraising events. So as a board member, we have a big role in doing that. But I also think my favorite part is mentoring these girls and being here and really getting personal with them, being a role model and being an advocate for them, going to doctor's appointments and sitting and listening and being a voice for them, tutoring, reading with them. We have, girls that come in and they don't know how to read, helping them get a job. So any role like that I can play, where I really love being here. I really love just being here on a daily basis with them and, working with them on parenting, any aspect like that. So I also help organize, I don't know if you saw our storage room back there, but our girls have an amazing little closet that we set up so that they have the experience of shopping and getting things that they need for their babies, as well as maternity clothes. And so I like to come in and keep that neat for them and make it a nice experience for the girls at Sunlight Home.
Very good. So how would you describe the vision or the mission or the heartbeat of Sunlight Home?
The vision of Sunlight Home, I think, has always been to provide a safe environment and give them hope. Many of these girls have never had hope. They come in and I think they're broken. And so Sunlight Home gives them a place to know that God has a perfect plan for them and to get to know the Lord. And they do Bible study every day, they go to church, and that's something that they can take with them forever. Another change that I've seen being involved for over 15 years is we now offer girls that aren't just pregnant to come to Sunlight Home, but we've seen there's a need for girls that have given birth and need a place to go. So they weren't here during their pregnancy, but they've given birth and maybe they have either an abusive situation they're going to go home to or they're homeless. So this year we've decided we will be able to take those girls in with their babies as well and minister to them after the baby was born.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Which is a need, yes.
Oh, yeah. So talk about evangelism. How is the Lord using this ministry to introduce them to Jesus?
Oh my goodness. I think the majority of our girls never was introduced to the Lord at all. And so, they realize through prayer, through all these people praying, we have volunteers that all they do is may pray for our girls and for this ministry, but we need that. And it's like a comfort to them to know that they have a relationship with God. He has a plan for them. And if they just stay faithful and stay on that path, he's just going to guide them where they're supposed to be. And they've never felt that. They've felt so lost and didn't know what to do.
That's awesome. So let's talk about discipleship. How are they learning to grow in the faith?
How are they learning to grow in the faith?
Bible studies.
So they're learning to grow in the faith by doing their morning Bible studies. We have our staff who sits with them daily, and they do daily Bible readings. They attend Bible study at a local church. They go to church on Sundays. So it's becoming part of their daily life, who they are, and really seeing what a good Christian person looks like.
Okay. So talk about some of the background situations that these girls are coming from.
Very broken. I think situations that we can't even imagine in our minds of what they've lived through. They've maybe never had anyone truly love them. They've never had someone show them unconditional love. We have girls that maybe they tell a lie and they think, I'm going to get kicked out of the home. This is it. This is how my life, or they're ready to fight. They're ready to yell and scream. And to realize that we can work through this because I still love you as a person, and I know you can do better. And they've never had that. They've never had people that really care about them. I think one powerful story for me was we had a girl in here last year, and she had a baby. And I went and, got her a little gift and showed up at the hospital and held the baby and spent time. That, to me, was so minimal. It wasn't because I wanted to go. And when she got out, she said to Carmen, she's our director, she said, it was so powerful that Cheri came to the hospital because she didn't have to do that. And Carmen's like, well, what do you mean? And she's like, well, she's not staff. She's not getting paid. She came because she wanted to. And I never realized that would mean so much to one of these girls, is that they know that our volunteers don't have to do that. They're not getting paid. They're there because they're invested in you. They want to walk beside you on this journey. They want to be there for you, and they love you. And that's something that was very powerful to me, to see that it made such an impact on her.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So talk about ways Christians can get involved and support this ministry.
Oh, there's so many ways. I think, we're all busy, and we all think, especially having 5 kids, I think, oh my gosh, I'm so busy. But what I loved about Sunlight Home is I could get involved in just a small amount, and that meant so much to the staff and to the girls. They appreciate, somebody just bringing groceries once a month, somebody coming and cooking a meal, somebody driving and picking a girl up from work. So we have many opportunities as volunteers, and to be able to bring your kids and let your kids see that it's very powerful to know you're giving back. That's what we should be doing. That's what God wants us to do. We also have many fundraising opportunities. We have 2 major fundraisers a year. This house is run on no government funding. We are run solely on private donations and grants and our fundraisers. So there's opportunities to just, if you don't have time to come weekly, to help in fundraising. And we also need lots of prayers. We need prayers for our staff. We need prayers for our girls. We need prayers for this house and our volunteers. And so if you can just be a prayer warrior and that's all you can do, we appreciate it and love that as well.
Awesome. You nailed all of it. So we're in a pro-life, pro-choice battle. Talk about that. How do you feel about the debates that are going on about choosing life? How important is that?
Oh my goodness. To me, I think to so many people, to me, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer that if you did an ultrasound and saw that little, baby, and that you could ever do anything, to harm that. It's heartbreaking, I think, to me, to say how many Christian people are pro-choice, and I don't understand how that is, because to me, it's a no-brainer. I don't understand it. How you could be. God's giving you this, and now you're, taking the greatest gift that he could ever give us, and you're taking that away.
Yeah. So why do you do what you do?
I do what I do because I love these girls. I really do. I love seeing the transformation. And because I've been involved for so many years, we've seen so many success stories. And, in the beginning when I was just maybe a little bit involved, and now I'm much more involved because of the age of my kids. I've gotten to see life-changing events happen for these girls where they leave here and they never knew that life could be the way it is by making different choices and having also, I think, surrounding yourself around people that are good people and surrounding yourself around people that truly love you and want the best for you, like a parent. That's what a parent is, right? We want the best for our kids. And so I feel that way about these girls, that I want the absolute best for them. I'm their biggest cheerleader, one of their biggest cheerleaders.
Awesome, good answer. Check Edge, Frank, when you get a second. I just want to see it. But last question: is there anything else the Lord ever put on your heart to share with us today? Sir? Final question.
I think that the Lord would want me to share that we all have gifts He's given us, and I think that we're all supposed to share those gifts, right? He doesn't give us the gifts to keep to ourselves, but we all have something to give to these girls that could change their lives. And that would be what I would say.
That's awesome.
About my gifts.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's awesome. Good job. Awesome.